Respect is the contract. Love is just the luxury. The moment you lose your leverage, you become property. If you're ready to see how the Matrix truly controls your desires, listen closely. Welcome back to the cold architecture of human nature. If you thought the first 8 truths were heavy, it is because your illusions were deep. But understanding the rules of the Matrix is the only way to gain true freedom. When you strip away the social scripts and fake politeness, you are left with the raw laws of survival, biology, and divine alignment. Let us proceed into the next 8 hidden principles that dictate every adult relationship. Truth 9. Loyalty is relative. Quote 9. Loyalty is not an inherent virtue. It is a calculation based on available alternatives. It is easy to be loyal when there are no other options. The true test of a partner's character comes when they are at their highest point of leverage, surrounded by temptation. If their loyalty holds then, it is because of their fear of God or their deep respect for your value. Never assume someone is unshakable. Keep your own leverage high enough that leaving you would be an objective mistake. Truth 10. The burden of free will. Quote 10. God grants the free will to choose love, but denies the power to sustain it without His divine sanction. You can have the best intentions, the best looks, and the best strategy. But if a relationship is not aligned with the higher order of the universe, it will crumble. Sometimes, a breakup is not a failure of your effort. It is God removing an obstacle from your path because He has a different destination for your soul. Do not fight the divine edit. Truth 11. Kindness is taken for granted. Quote 11. Unmeasured kindness creates monsters. To be always soft is to invite your own destruction. If you say yes to everything, your kindness ceases to be a gift and becomes an expectation. Humans adapt to comfort incredibly fast. If you never set boundaries, if you never show that your teeth can bite, your partner will subconsciously lose respect for you. In the social hierarchy, a person who cannot defend themselves is eventually treated like property. Truth 12. The secret value of absence. Quote 12. Proximity breeds contempt. Distance restores the weight of your presence. Suffocating someone with your constant availability kills desire. When you are always there, always texting, always validating, you become cheap. Humans only value what is scarce. Give your partner the luxury of missing you. Let them experience life without your warmth for a moment, so they can remember why they needed your fire in the first place. Truth 13. The forgiveness delusion. Quote 13. People will forgive a betrayal of their heart, but they will never forgive a betrayal of their status. If you break someone's heart in private, they might take you back. But if you humiliate them in front of their peers, their family, or social media, it is over. Humans value their position in the social hierarchy more than their emotional comfort. If you make your partner look like a fool to the world, their ego will force them to destroy you. Truth 14. You are born alone. Quote 14. A partner is a companion for the journey, not a shield against the void of your own existence. Stop expecting another human being to cure your existential loneliness. No husband, no wife, and no lover can fill the empty space inside your soul. That is a task between you and God. When you demand that your partner become your entire world, you crush them under a weight they were never meant to carry. They are a passenger. You are the driver. Truth 15. The trap of shared memories. Quote 15. History is a phantom. Do not stay in a dead house just because you built the walls together. Many people stay in miserable relationships simply because they have spent years together. This is a cognitive trap. Your past investment cannot buy future happiness. If the dynamic has become toxic and the mutual respect is gone, the years you spent mean nothing. Do not sacrifice your remaining life to honor a corpse. Truth 16. The hierarchy of respect. Quote 16. Love without respect is merely pity. Respect without love can still build an empire. We are taught that love is the foundation of everything. It is not. Respect is. You can love someone deeply and still treat them like dirt if you do not respect their intellect, their strength, or their boundaries. If you must choose between being loved and being respected, choose respect. Fear of losing your high regard will keep them faithful long after passion dies. As the ancient proverb goes, a master does not bargain for what he can command, and nature does not bargain with the weak. Know your position. The river and the swamp. A traveler stood at the crossroads, watching a rushing mountain river that watered fields for miles, and a stagnant swamp that kept every drop of water to itself. The swamp smelled of rot, while the river was pure and clear. The traveler asked why the swamp had turned toxic, and a voice from the shadows answered, "To live is to be a conduit, not a reservoir. Consumption is necessary to sustain your strength, but if you do not allow that strength to flow outward into something greater than yourself, you become a stagnant pool. You die from your own accumulation." The master's balance. A scholar asked whether a man must starve his desires completely in order to remain pure in his pursuit of truth. The master smiled and handed him a heavy iron bow, telling him to pull the string. If the string was too loose, the arrow fell. If it was pulled too tight, the wood snapped. The master said, "Consumption is the tension on the string. It gives you the power to launch. If you deny your physical needs, you break. But if you make the tension your entire goal, you never shoot the arrow. Consume to sharpen your tools, then immediately return to the workstation." The shadow of the self-made. A merchant who built a massive trading empire stood in the public square yelling, "I am the master of my destiny. My hard work alone put me at the top of the food chain." A sudden storm rolled over the valley, and a flood washed away his ships in a single hour. The philosopher found him shivering on the riverbank and said, "Your free will was real, but your success was just a temporary permit signed by God. Your intelligence, your health, and your timing were gifts you did not earn. Never mistake the grace of the heavens for your own supremacy." The dying fire. A group of travelers found a massive pile of dry wood in the middle of a frozen forest. Instead of building a small, continuous fire to warm everyone, one man grabbed all the wood, piled it into a monstrous bonfire, and sat next to it alone, laughing as the flames reached the sky. Within an hour, all the wood was ash, and the man froze to death in the dark. The master observed the ashes and said, "This is the fate of the consumer. He burns his entire potential for a brief moment of intense vanity, leaving nothing behind for the cold night that follows."